What's up? Does anybody else ever sit on Marketplace and just find stuff and then convince themselves that they have to buy it? I do, constantly, literally all the time. Like this, a skid steer. It's old. It's allegedly a Bobcat 610, but I can't verify that. And it hasn't run in, I don't know, 5 or 6 years. The guy said he parked it last year, but she was pretty sunk in there. I've never owned a Bobcat, or actually any kind of skid steer, so I literally know nothing about this. Pulled it up on the trailer with a winch, so I know it rolls. It's got sticks that do something, I assume. That one's real loose. Oh. And it has feet things that also do something, I assume. Has a Wisconsin V4 that turns over when you put a battery on it, but it doesn't start. Yeah. And he said that it's just not getting spark, which I would assume is an issue down here. So let's dig into this and see if we can get it running. And you know, I don't know, we'll find something to pick up or move around. I don't feel bad about this even if it doesn't run, because I paid basically nothing for it. So just pushing it off and staring at it for a little while is perfectly fine by me. I'm gonna throw my winch battery in, which I'm sure is way too big, and it has these terminals on it. Oh, that ground cable looks great. Oh, no. It's not ever gonna fit. Maybe? Damn. Well, let's go find one that fits. The battery out of my tractor is probably gonna fit, but it's almost guaranteed to be dead. Yeah, it fits. Ooh, we got fuzzy spider. Gross. Things gonna catch on fire? No? Yes? No. Alright. Sticks. Okay. What's gonna happen? Oh yeah. Turns over pretty good. Okay. Before we get too far along, we should probably check the oil. Make sure that we're not dry or that it's full of water. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. That smells like a milkshake. Oh, look at it running down the block. Oh no. Alright, I'm gonna have to drain that. See, this thing sat out all winter, or however many winters, uncovered. And I guarantee water just made its way down the exhaust. Oh no. Where's the drain plug? Uh-oh. This is gonna turn into a mess real fast. Oh, this is all going from bad to bad. Yeah, there was a lot of water in there. A lot. Luckily, if it hasn't run, then it probably hasn't destroyed anything. This filter was on, with the strength of Thor, but you notice there's nothing inside it, and it doesn't look like there's been for a while. So that's probably a problem. And the spark plugs look horrendous, and they look like they're probably also hard to get. Maybe not. Maybe the tractor store has them in stock. But before I go make a run, I'm just gonna throw some oil in it. I don't really have enough to even fill it, but I need to see if it has spark. before I do anything, because that was the guy's complaint, that it allegedly didn't have spark. So I guess we'll start there and then deal with trying to source that and those and everything else. So let's start there, see if we can make it go ta 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 ta. All right, I have not enough oil in there to even read the dipstick, which is fine. Plug put back in, cap off, button off. This thing, come on. Oh, I'm gonna have to set you down. This requires 2 hands, apparently. Maybe? Yes. There we are. Cool. And ignition's on. So let's see if we've got any kind of fire in there. No. Not even close. Wonder if we even have 12 volt at the coil. Wonder why the coil's falling out. That's neat. Let me get a meter. See what's going on there. Okay, so if you're doing electrical diagnostics, you need to have one of these. So let's see. We got nothing. With the ignition on, let me verify the ignition's on. Ignition on. We got no 12 volt. Look, green negative. That needs to be positive. So we're gonna run a jumper wire. I may have found the problem. We're gonna run this jumper wire up here. Come in here. Power for the coil comes off this ballast resistor, and this was hucked down, way down in there. So I wonder if, oh, it's got 12 volt now. I can see it sparking. So let's go check, see if we got 12 volt in the back again. Whew. It's hot out today. I bet we're gonna have 12 volt, and I also bet that we're probably gonna get some spark. Let's see. We got 8 volts. You know, but that might all be that battery's putting out, because that battery is old. Ready? Let's see. It's a pretty weak spark, but it does have spark. It is pretty weak though. Can you see it? Here, let me get you in there. Let me get you in there, see if you can see it. It's a little weak, but it might be enough. I say, let's throw something flammable in it and see if it barks before we go any farther with this. This is not an easy piece of equipment to film anything on. I would never recommend fogging an engine that's sat down with brake cleaner, but I just want to hear it bark to see if we have spark. So I'm gonna do it. Don't do what I do. I don't even know, does this throttle do, this throttle is horrible. Does it do anything? Doesn't look like it does anything. It's like held together with string and twine and everything else. I guess that's full throttle right there. We'll see. I don't believe it. I don't think I believe it. Eat up, Buttercup. What seems to be our problem? Alright, my brain was getting fried in the heat, so I went in and was thinking about this a little bit. This is a 12-volt system. Had really weak spark, but I only had like 8 volts back at the coil. So I just bypassed the ballast resistor. And now I have clean 12 volts at the coil. Also, this thing's got a fuel pump on it, so I'm just going to let it eat out of a fresh can of 93 and crank on it and see if I start drawing gas up. And now that it's got good spark, see what happens. Yeah, I can see it drawing fuel already. Getting my trigger off the exhaust here. That'd probably be smart. There we go. Well, that spark plug's loose. Oh, that should probably be tight. I can see it moving, so I know it's got compression. The spark plug is wiggling around. Which makes me think I didn't pull this one out. I don't think. I pulled this one out. So somebody had that out there, probably checking spark before. Oh, which means who knows if the firing order's right. Oh, brother. I should probably just start completely over on this thing. Just popped through the carburetor. Don't really know if this is doing anything. My battery's dying. Battery charger. Alright, battery is completely on boil mode. Let's see what happens. I think we'll check spark again. Just because. Make sure that putting that, getting rid of that ballast resistor fixed our problem there. And then I'll check firing order, I think. It's popping through the intake every once in a while, which means it's doing something. Oh, you hear that? You might not be able to hear that. Top Fuel cars running nationals this weekend at Summit Motorsports Park, about 5 miles from my house. Maybe not even, maybe 3 miles from my house, in a straight line. Okay, let's see, do we have any kind of spark now? Oh, it's a lightning storm in there now. Absolutely. sir. Let's see if I'm gonna get zapped. Oh yeah, we got good spark. So, probably firing order. Okay, I confirmed firing order is correct, even though these wires don't want to seem to stay snapped on. I wonder why. The boots are probably all just soft, trapping air, pushing them off. So let's see if we get it to fire now. I've noticed this is the same kind of updraft J-carb that's on my 8N, so if that thing turns out to be junk, I have a rebuild kit sitting here, so let's fiddle around. Let's just crank on it and see what happens for a little bit. That's doing something. Hold on. What's the throttle doing? Let's turn the throttle off. Level off. Okay, maybe we're getting too much of something. Well, that's turning. Oh, choke off. Oh, it's gonna go. Choke definitely chokes. That's probably what the problem was the whole time. The choke lever keeps slamming shut and it's choking it. Wants to idle too. Well, I think I'm just gonna wire that choke open and maybe I can get it off the trailer. Oh, I need to put oil in it. Yeah, I'm gonna put some oil in it too, because I don't want to run it too long with not enough oil to even show up on the dipstick. Alright, I'm gonna slap the seat in this thing and maybe throw a towel down because this is soaking wet. Super gross. Let's see, how does this go? Oh, wait. Just like that? No, yes. No. Just like that. I'm gonna go get a towel. Oh, I have one in the truck. Now, there's pretty good odds that I'm gonna fall off the trailer with this thing because I've never driven a skid steer. I have a 0-turn lawnmower, but this seems a little different. Alright. Yeah. Oh, that's down. There's up. There's up. Oh, she's super touchy. I don't know if I like that. Let me reach back and manipulate my throttle a little bit. Seems terrifying. Oh my god. This thing is absolutely terrifying. Especially in reverse. Especially because I can't see the ramps. We got up, down, tip, and all sorts of stuff. Oh, here goes nothing. Here goes nothing. Oh, we're going for it. Oh, we went down a little crooked, but that's okay. We made it. We got one that moves pretty well and one that doesn't move very well at all. Maybe if I had some more throttle here. Oh yeah, there we go. This thing's rad. It's terrifying to drive, but it is super rad. Let me see if I can get it out of right here. Oh, why is it moving backwards? There we go. Why is it moving forwards? That thing is terrible and absolutely terrifying to drive. It's not hydrostatic, it's clutches, like kind of on a snowmobile. So it just engages and goes, and there's really no control. It's everything's forward, everything's back, or you have one that goes forward and one that goes back. There's literally no hydrostatic, so it's going to take a minute to get used to driving. It's running like absolute trash. The warmer it gets, the worse it seems to run. So I'm gonna have to figure out what's going on there. It seems like it's way over full on oil, even though I filled it to the full mark. And it looks like it's already a milkshake again in the crankcase. So it means there was some hidden water somewhere. And it's pressurizing the crankcase because it's puking oil out the fill tube. But I'm not too upset. Like I said, I got this thing for basically nothing, so I don't care about putting some work into it. Oh yeah, so it's parked away for now. I'm gonna look up some parts, find the oil change, because that filter is kind of weird. Probably just get a full tune-up for it and try to figure out why it's running so poorly. I know the throttle cable, ooh, I'm not sure. This is like cobbled together with, ooh, everything's hot. Right there, right there. It's like wire and tape and down to the governor arm, and this doesn't really do anything. The throttle lever really doesn't do anything. So I'm trying to make all this work properly and hook the choke back up, because I just have it wired open now so that it would run. And yeah, you see it was just puking oil on these on this back head, just smoking like crazy. Like I said, I'm gonna get some parts ordered for this. I'm not in a super big hurry to get it fixed. At least it's here, so I can work on it whenever I want. I got 1,000 other projects to work on too, including that. Now I gotta have to rebuild the motor and put a clutch in that at some point. But you know, when you find a deal, you gotta jump on it. Because if I didn't get this thing, I'd be kicking myself for passing it up. So it's here, tucked away. I'm gonna cover it up so that I don't have to redo what I already did undo and then redo again. But at least I know that it'll be where it was when I left it. So it'll probably start again and it'll probably run like trash. But it will drive from the front of my shop way up there to back here on its little gravel pad. Not bad. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.